We'll go to Ryan in the middle.
Matt, are you going to teach your teammates how to sing "Oh Canada" today?
I think someone sang it on the bus already on the way over here, so I think they know it by now.
Matt, just coming back here in this building in a playoff atmosphere, I mean, does it bring back any memories of that series a couple years ago, and what does it mean to be pitching here in Canada?
Yeah, definitely brings back memories. I remember that game really well. I think I threw like the fourth inning in that game and then got to watch it, and it's probably the best comeback I've ever seen. So obviously we have some good memories here, but yeah, it's always fun to play here coming back. I used to play tournaments here, Tournament 12 when I was younger, and watch Jays games. So brings back a lot of emotions and a lot of memories, and it's nice to have my family here and all that. So I'm just super excited to get this series underway and see what we can do.
Going back to Tim.
Matt, what's the last 36 hours been like coming off the emotions of Friday night and then everything you guys dealt with yesterday and trying to get here?
Yeah, I mean, it's been busy. A lot of travel, obviously, going across the country, but that's what you live for. I mean, we do it in seasons. It's not too much different, a little shorter turnaround, but doesn't really matter how your body's feeling or anything like that. Like, you're ready for these games. I know everybody there might be a little tired or whatever, but we're going to be ready to rock, and everyone's just super excited.
Go to Mike in the middle.
Matt, you mentioned family being here. How deep does the Brash crew run this week? What does that crew look like?
I live in Kingston, so we're still 2.5 hours away from here. So I got my parents, my sister, and then some of my good childhood friends, and I have some friends from college coming, and I'm sure some other family will be sprinkled in there. But definitely a good support staff, and like I said, I always love coming back here and playing. Gives some family that don't get to see a lot of games come out and watch, so it's pretty special.
Go to Daniel.
Matt, you were obviously out of the game before it went out of the bullpen, at least before it went to the 15th inning.
Yeah.
Just what was it like out there? And then, when you did come in and pitch, what was the vibe in the dugout afterwards as well?
Yeah, I mean, that game was all hands on deck. I feel like we kind of knew that going into it, and then obviously we didn't know it was going to go 15 innings, but seeing all those guys come into the pen and everyone do their job and just attack those hitters, and it was pretty amazing to see. And then it was really cool seeing Logan and Louie come out of there for sure. I don't think I'll ever forget Logan running out with the fire behind him, and I feel like they put the camera a little lower to make him look a little taller and all that, but just super cool moment for everybody, and to come out on top of that game is huge for this team, and just keep that momentum going.
Going to back left, Mike.
Matt, can you take us through what the travel was like? Like, what, after you finished celebrating Friday night until you got here last night?
Yeah, so we celebrate after the game. I feel like it wasn't the biggest celebration in the world just because the game took so long and it was so late. Then the next day was normal travel day. I feel like our plane got delayed or whatever it was a little bit, so we're hanging out at the field a little longer than we were gonna. But, I mean, we've been getting in late from flights all season. It's nothing really new, and it wasn't too bad. So, yeah, like I said, it was a little weird travel day yesterday, but we're all going to be ready to rock today for sure.
And you were, I think, 17 when the Blue Jays in 2015 sort of came back into the national consciousness here with that playoff run.
Yeah.
Were you a Jays fan then, and what do you remember about that 2015 playoff?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a Jays fan growing up. Like I said, in Kingston, not too far from here, and I remember a lot of those players. I remember Jose Bautista and Encarnacion and Donaldson and all those guys. So it was kind of my first memories of playoff baseball and being really into it. So even that's cool, being back here and remembering those games and then getting to come out here and compete like those guys did. It's pretty cool.
Going to back left, Rick.
Matty, when the guys got down to the bullpen, did you have to remind them how to get ready as a reliever for Louie and Logan?
Louie was pretty chill, like he always is. He didn't need too much direction. I think I talked to Logan after he came out and he was done. He's like, I was so nervous that whole time. Like, I don't know how you guys do it down there. Like, I didn't know when I was going in and all that. I feel like it's just a different mindset being down there, but I'm sure it was fun for those guys. And like I said, they handled it really, really well, and they came out and threw strikes right away and had some really good stuff. So kudos to those guys. It's not that easy to do when they've never done it before. So it was definitely pretty fun having them down there. Yeah.
Go in the middle, Ryan.
Hey, Matt, Cal had his first pass ball in that game the entire season. You know, given like how hard you throw and guys throw, Logan's splitter, I mean, how ridiculous is that? And also, it was fitting that Logan got the pass ball on him, right?
Yeah, I feel like a recurring joke on this team is how much Logan wears out Cal with the. I feel like he's good for a couple spikes in the ground with the splitter, the slider, whatever it is. But yeah, Cal's been amazing all year. I also wear him out, especially with 2 strikes. I'm gonna go for my strikeout. I'm gonna bounce one or whatever it is. So he's been amazing for us, and I don't ever have a thought of this could be a pass ball or this could get to the backside when the runner's on. Like, I'm going to rip my best stuff, and no Cal's going to be behind there and do his thing. So it's great for us having him back there, but what he does is really, really incredible.
Go on the left, Tyler.
Matt, you're obviously familiar with this ballpark, and you play in Seattle. What is it like sort of when those particular ballparks get going? Because they have the roof, and they kind of have fans all around, even in Seattle, the upper decks in center and left. Like, what is that sort of surround sound fan effect like for the players?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like domes always have kind of keep the volume in a little bit, but yeah, this place gets rocking. I remember a couple years ago in the playoffs, it was bumping in here, and they're passionate fans, they're loud, and they're into the game. But I feel like we feed off that too. It just makes for a great playoff atmosphere, and like I said, I feel like everyone on this team can't wait to get out there and do our thing. And I think home field definitely showed in our game 2 days ago with the crowd being into it the whole game, and it gets you pumped up. And I feel like these are 2 of the louder stadiums out there, so I just think it's gonna be a great series. No.
Go to Tim in the middle.
Matt, you guys threw, I don't know, about 1 billion sliders in that series against Detroit.
Yeah.
Yours is obviously very good. I guess, what is it about your slider that makes it so effective, and maybe who has, outside of you, who has the best slider on the staff?
Ooh. Yeah, we threw a lot of sliders that series. I don't think I threw a fastball in those innings I threw. It was mostly slider changeup, but that was just our game plan going in. But I don't know. I feel like I got full conviction in that pitch. I've obviously had good results within the past, so we kind of lean on it in big moments. And yeah, I don't know. I think coming with my velo coming back a little bit, my feel getting there. I've just been locating well, and I'm throwing it harder. I feel like it's almost a little shorter right now than it normally is, but sometimes the shorter, harder ones get more swings because they stay in the zone longer. So whatever shape I have that day, I feel like plays well, and I'm going to throw it a lot. And then outside of that, I feel like obviously you got to throw Mooney in there with what he's done with his slider all year. It's pretty incredible. I don't even know if I've seen him give up a hit on the slider all year, if I'm like really thinking about it. So I feel like a lot of the guys have really good ones, but I'd say Mooney's up there for sure.
Go to Aaron in the back.
Matt, your fellow countryman and former Mariner, Michael Saunders, said many years ago that when he used to play here, the fans would boo him.
Oh.
And they thought he was a traitor. Have you ever been booed inside Rogers Center?
I definitely haven't. I mean, maybe being a hitter is a little different than me coming in from the bullpen, but I think that just shows the competitive nature of the Blue Jays fans, and they got the whole country behind them. So definitely very passionate there. If I get booed, it is what it is. I'm still going to go out there and do my thing, but no, I've never been booed.
You are a little more, the new bullpen, newish bullpen does kind of shield you a little bit here now, right?
It does, but when you're warming up, they're still right on top of
Sure.
you. There's like an under area you can go and kind of chill out, and you're kind of away from everything. But if you sit up top, they're right on top of you. But I kind of like that. It kind of keeps you involved in the game, especially if I'm throwing later innings. Sometimes it's hard to stay dialed the whole time, and you kind of lose focus. But when the fans are there, you kind of stay in that baseball mentality, and you're having fun and doing all that. So we'll see where I sit today. If it gets a little out of control, I'll probably go underneath. But no, it's always fun playing here. I feel like everyone's super into the game, and it makes it good.
We'll go one more with Mike.
Hey, Matt, speaking of fellow countrymen, Josh Naylor comes in a couple of months ago. How much has he done for this team? What's he added?
I mean, you guys see him play. I feel like he just adds a gritty intensity. Grinds at bats, amazing first baseman. He wants to win. He was pretty intense there in that last game, trying to get the offense fired up and get everyone try to finish that game off. So I feel like we've kind of been missing that maybe in recent years, that kind of super grindy, just do what it takes to win. And I feel like everyone loves having him here. And like I said, that guy's a competitor, and you want him on your side. You don't want to be playing against him. So we're just happy to have him. And yeah.
And knowing that you're from Kingston, John Schneider was just in here saying that he hopes fans from BC are more Jays fans than Mariners fans. I don't know if you can speak to BC, but you've seen a lot of them come down. What are your thoughts on the support that the Mariners seem to get from Western Canada?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everywhere we go, I run into Mariners fans, and my parents, they go to a lot of games, especially on the West Coast too and stuff like that, and they run into Mariners fans everywhere. And I feel like, yeah, when we play at home, there's always Jays fans when we play the Jays back in Seattle. So it's going to be a fun little series with the two fan bases. But yeah, like I said, Jays have always had, I feel like, the country behind them, and it's just always fun. It's a fun atmosphere to play when these two teams play.
Matt, thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.